the flesh of my people, and flay their skin from off them, and they break their bones, and chop them in pieces, as for the pot and the flesh within the cauldron. Okay, so what is that talking about? Your flesh and your skin? Your flesh and your skin represent protection. Okay, your flesh protects your muscle and all that. Your skin protects your muscle and all that from the sun. Okay, and what does the word do? The word provides you with a hedge of protection. All right, that's what the word does if you're of the elect. But the pastors of these people right now, these big shot pastors, these prosperity pimps, what do? They don't give the truth to our people. Okay, they strip them of the truth. If anybody of the truth, or who knew the truth rather, were to go to these churches, all right, and they got simple enough, they will lose the understanding, knowledge, and wisdom of the Bible. Okay, the true knowledge and wisdom. All right, and to our people, they strip that protection from off them, meaning they don't give them the true knowledge of the word. All right, and what's left? Just bones. And then it says that they break the bones. Okay, so these bones here was mentioned in Ezekiel 37 and the 37th chapter. Okay, verse 3, where it says, "Can these bones live?" It's talking about the nation of Israel. Okay, that's without the knowledge and wisdom and understanding of the Bible. Okay, verse 4. Again he said unto me, prophesy unto these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. Now that's another clue. Why in the hell, alright, since you guys clearly have no understanding of parables, alright, why would the Lord say, like you guys don't have the understanding of Luke 16, alright, you're not spiritual enough to discern. You guys would think that the Lord was saying, go speak unto some literal bones. You would go dig up a skeleton somewhere and try to prophesy unto that skeleton out of a grave. That's what you niggas would do. Alright? Read this again. It says, again he said unto me, prophesy unto these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord power unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. What is that breath talking about? It's talking about the understanding of the Bible. Okay, like what we read earlier, Proverbs 21:16. He that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. Okay, let's keep reading. It says, and I will lay sinews upon you, and I will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am the Lord thy power. Now this says the exact opposite. It said in the book of Micah, the 3rd chapter, whereas these preachers take away your skin and your sinews and your flesh, alright, the Lord gives you the knowledge and wisdom and understanding. And what does he do? It says, I will lay sinews upon you, and I will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and you shall live, and know that I am the Most High. Okay, so the Lord, if he works with you, if you're one of the elect, like it says in Revelation, it says the Lord said, I stand and knock at the door. Alright, loosely paraphrasing, and if any man answer, I will come in. He says, I stand at the door and knock, and then if any man answer, I will come in and sup with him. Okay, meaning he'll expound upon you through the Spirit the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Bible. Okay, so that's what that's talking about with the breath of life. Alright, like I said, those guys, those jerks, those jerks did a piss poor job of breaking down the scripture. Okay, of breaking down what the breath of life is. Okay, now for the last scripture, let's go to Revelations 11:11. Says here, no, they got this thing wrong too, because these clowns.
I was sending you Elijah.
I just
the
remember, if you watch
before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord.
That's the
they
second
say
coming.
that
the great and dreadful day of the Lord, when the
the 3
Messiah
days and
will
a
return
half
with a
mentioned here
sword
in
and handle with
Revelation
business.
11 is talking about
Alright,
basically a
brother.
tribulation period. Like if you
Now,
guys
mind
have ever
you, Enoch
seen
and Elijah are going to come and testify the last
goddamn,
3.5
Left
years
Behind,
when
and I
Israel,
believe the
the
specific
Israelis
one
set
is
up
the
their temple
tribulation
over there.
force.
When the beast is sitting on that throne over there,
There's
Enoch
this,
and
it
Elijah will be
shows the
back
scene
testifying
where
and
these
prophesying
two
for
guys are over
3.5
there in
years.
And why do
Jerusalem,
we
these
say
two
this?
old
Because according to the scripture, it's appointed unto
Jew-rat
every
looking
man who
dudes
wants
with
to die.
long
According to
beards
the scripture, those brothers
breathing
are
fire
physical.
out of their mouths and killing these guys that came to try to kill them. Okay, it's not talking about that. And if you watch these guys' series, they mention that. They literally mention that. All right, and if I decide to have the patience, I might dig that up just so they can't disprove it. Take the video down and disprove it. Okay, but they believe in that. The 3 days and a half is talking about the 350 years. Okay, not literally 3 days and a half, where there are going to be two guys in Jerusalem. Okay, I believe they said Enoch and Elijah or something like that over there in Israel and Jerusalem, breathing out fire. No, let's read this, man. Revelation 11 and 11. And after 3 days and a half, or 350 years, the Spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, or He breathed the breath of life into them. And they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. What's that talking about? It's talking about the prophets, which you're seeing today. Alright? Coming out, going out in the streets week in and week out and prophesying. Alright? About the downfall of the society as you know it today. Okay? And prophesying of the kingdom which is coming, which is where we're going to be ruling and having all these other nations enslaved. That's why everybody's afraid of us. Okay? Especially the so-called white man. In the back of his mind, he's afraid, especially his elite. They know what's coming, and they know we're speaking the truth. So they're doing whatever the hell they can to stop the spread of the truth, which they can't do. Okay, why do you think certain YouTube pages are getting shut down? Alright? Man, like I said earlier, them clowns, where are your dozens of pages, alright? Dozens or even hundreds of YouTube pages that have been shut down. Okay? You ain't got them. Alright? And I just finish this off. It says, verse 12, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying, come up, saying unto them, come up hither, and they ascended to heaven in a cloud, and his enemies beheld him. Like it says in Wisdom of Solomon in the 5th chapter. Okay? The strangeness of his salvation. Alright? Because right now we're standing boldly. But the time's going to come where they're going to see. Alright? And like I said, Lord willing, the brothers I know personally, I myself, and all the brethren speaking across the globe, bringing out the truth, and of course the elders. All right, Lord willing, we're those men that are actually getting to get raised up. All right, that are actually getting raised up, mentioned there in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this lesson. I hope the brothers who watched got some kind of edification and learned something. Okay. Of course, as always, like I say, keep bringing out the truth, keep bringing out the word, keep standing up to these devils, keep standing up to these false niggas that pop up, alright, that are going to keep popping up, like the Elder Ayathan was saying last week in the sit down he did. Alright, they're going to be more and more. Alright, Manatazah has said this too. They're going to be more and more niggas that pop up saying they used to be in the truth. Alright, they come back and they're demons, and then there's going to be more and more demons popping up in general as we get closer and closer to the end of this thing. Alright, so basically keep fighting for the truth unto death. Alright, and until the next show, Shalom.